5 haunted caves we dare you to explore. People who love adventures, hoping to find some astonishing discoveries, wouldn't have second thoughts about exploring caves. Underneath these caverns may be a treasure trove of undiscovered animal species, precious jewels, awesome rock formations, or scary ghosts? Oh yes, some caves have reputations for being hotspots of paranormal activities, and we dare you to explore them. Number 5. Chislehurst Caves. Nature didn't create the Chislehurst Caves in southeast London. Instead, these 22-mile-long intersecting tunnels and caverns were dug by men and used for flint and lime-burning chalk mining during the mid-13th to early 19th centuries. During World War I, these caves were utilized as an ammunition storage dump. When the Second World War broke out, these caves were used as an air raid shelter and were occupied by 15,000 inhabitants. Unfortunately, the limited medical treatment caused many people to die within the walls of the caves, and their spirits are believed to linger throughout Chislehurst Caves' dark passages. Some reported paranormal activities involving harmless children, seeing their spirits, hearing them laugh playfully, talk with other kids, or cry mournfully. There's also the ghost of an English Civil War cavalier whose footsteps are first heard before making an apparition. Hair-raising, too, is the ghost of a woman dressed in white and in a forlorn state who is said to have been drowned by her husband in a stream within the caves. Now a tourist attraction, would you dare visit the Chislehurst Caves? Number 4. The Moaning Cavern. A cave that emits a moaning sound which echoes out of the cave, luring people to enter, is found in Calaveras County, California. It's aptly named Moaning Cavern, and it holds the distinction of being the site where some of the oldest human remains known in America were discovered. There are also many other human bones in these caves, some of them from the more recent periods, perhaps including those of gold miners who fell and died in the cavern. People who have explored the area allegedly saw miners near the cave and heard the sounds of hammers hitting the rocks. They are said to be the Moaning Cavern Tommyknockers, ghostly miners that are still looking for gold and are pounding the rocks as a warning sign of the big, dangerous hole that is the Moaning Cavern itself. Another eerie sighting is that of the group of Indians of the Miwok tribe, presumably slaughtered by Spanish soldiers, marching along the Calaveras River and the Moaning Cavern. As an archaeological site, the Moaning Cavern may spring more phantom surprises beyond our comprehension. Number 3. Hellfire Caves. Berkshire, England is famous for something ghastly and ghostly, the Hellfire Club, whose members allegedly worship the devil and engaged in debauchery. In order to perform their fiendish acts, Hellfire Club's founder Sir Francis Dashwood commissioned the creation of the Hellfire Caves in 1752, beneath Berkshire's West Wycombe Hills. Although it's been 250 years since the members last gathered in the deep recesses of the caves, Hellfire Caves is still home to the restless spirits of the club's patrons and victims. One of them is Paul Whitehead, Dashwood's close friend and an officer of their club. When Whitehead died in 1774, he requested that his heart be kept in an urn and placed at the West Wycombe's mausoleum, which was dutifully done. But an Australian soldier stole it in 1829, and it's said that Whitehead's ghost is wandering the cave's passageways, still looking for his heart. Another paranormal occurrence is the apparition of a white lady named Suki, a teenage girl tricked to meet her beau in the caves, but was stoned to death by a group of men. It's surely one hellish experience exploring the caves. Number 2. Mammoth Cave National Park. Mammoth Cave National Park in Kentucky, USA is the world's longest cave system ever known, with more than 400 miles of surveyed passageways. It also easily qualifies as the most haunted natural wonder in the world, with more than 150 paranormal events documented within the caves. The original founders of this mysterious cave wanted it to be a burial site, believing that the spirits of those buried in the caves could easily transition into the afterlife. However, it's believed these spirits never discovered their way to the afterlife, so they caused strange events as an expression of anger to people touring the caves and interrupting their rest. One spirit residing in the Mammoth Cave is Melissa, who experienced an unrequited love from a man whom she toured the cave with and was intentionally left to die. While Melissa's spirit still visits the cave, the man's spirit is said to be looking for his way out. Floyd Collins was an explorer who got trapped deep down in the cave in 1925 and eventually died despite rescue efforts. His spirit purportedly resides in the cave's passageways too. Number 1. Bell Witch Cave. The Bell Witch Cave in Adams, Tennessee is presumed to have become the residence of the dreaded witch of Kate Batts, which she tormented the lives of the Bell family in their Tennessee farm. The Bell patriarch John allegedly had a business falling out with Batts that triggered her hauntings of the Bell family from 1817 to 1821. She made their nights unbearable with strange, eerie noises of rattling chairs and knockings on the wall. Worse, she inflicted physical harm on the young Betsy Bell, and her vengeance culminated in poisoning John. It's said that Bat's spirit retired in the Bell Witch Cave and made her presence felt. And how? Inexplicable incidents including hearing an old woman's voice whispering or beckoning from the darkness, as well as sounds of her laughing, moaning, rasping, and wheezing. Some cave visitors experienced getting choked, slapped, pushed, and hair pulled. Instances of explorers feeling paralyzed of an immense weight put on them by an unseen entity were also told. However, hauntings of this malevolent witch haven't deterred tourists or thrill seekers to continue touring the Bell Witch Cave. If you find this video infotaining, please subscribe to our channel and make us part of your daily habit.